let's say let's go import a divorce clip real quick. So I'm going to come up here to File and Import, and divorce. I'm just in my Dropbox under short video. I'm going to divorce, and let's see which one I want. Let's do this one right here, because this one doesn't have good lighting. That was before we set up the lights. So I'm going to pick this clip and I'm going to hit import. And then it imports it into this main area, but I want it in my divorce bin so I can stay organized. So I'm just going to grab this and drop it there. And then I can click on this. There's my little divorce folder. So there's my clip. I'm just going to come here and drag it to my source. I'm going to close this so it's out of my way. And then I can choose right here where I want, what video I want. So I'm going to start at the very beginning. So I'm going to have my cursor drag it to the very beginning where it says 000. I'm going to hit I. So this whole thing turns green because I haven't told it where my out is yet. So I'm going to hit the space bar, and when I'm going to watch it for like 5 seconds. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. So we're going to hit out right there. And I don't know if you noticed, but you heard me say go at the beginning of the clip. And we're not really interested in the audio for this clip. So all I want is the video. So I'm going to come here to this little movie reel and say I only want the video only. So I'm just going to drag that and drag it down here. I drag it to video 2. You can honestly put it wherever you want. We could put it in video 1 because we got rid of the President Monson stuff. If you want to zoom in on it so you can have a little more control about where it lines up. Remember, this little thing works just like the one above. The further out you bring it, the less zoomed in you are. The further in you bring it, the more zoomed in you are. So, I kind of like this zoomed in option. So if we come over here and watch it, we're going to see my sister Sandy, we're going to see her video, but we're going to have President Monson talking while it happens. All right. And you see this orange thing right here? That's the end of your movie. So if your cursor gets to the end here and you accidentally hit the space bar like I just did again, it'll take you back to the beginning and it'll start playing again. But real quickly, did you see how Sandra was kind of scratching her eye? I'm going to turn this off real quick. Oh, this is kind of like in Photoshop. Sorry, I'm all over the place. As I run into things, I just want to tell you about them though, so I don't forget. Over here, these are kind of like in Photoshop when you have layers that you can turn on and off, like so they're visible or not. Here, we can turn off the audio so it doesn't play when we're scrolling through or when we hit play. Just if we know we like the audio and we don't want to listen to it a million times, we can turn it off, toggle it on or off. Same goes for the video. If we've got multiple video tracks right here, we can turn them on and off so that we don't see them when we scroll over them. So I'm going to leave the video on. But you see how she's like scratching her eye right there? We don't want that in our movie. Yuck, right? So this is a little trick. This gets a little confusing, but it works, I promise. We're going to click and drag on this video clip and we're going to take it up to our source. Now, this video clip, this is all we're working with. So if we take our cursor right here, it fits it to the window. So it knows where it came from. So if you wanted to add more to the clip, you could bring your cursor out here and still change your out. But did you see how it made my clip longer down here? That's because we drug it from the timeline into our source, so it knows that's where we're working from. So it'll automatically lengthen, or in our case, shorten, because we want to get rid of her scratching her eye right here. So we're just going to stop it probably right about there, and we're going to change our endpoint. So I'm going to hit I, and you can see how my clip got shorter down here. So I don't have to re-drag it down. Since it was already down here when I noticed that she was scratching her eye, I could just click and drag it back up here and edit it from there, and it automatically updates it down here. So now I can move this to wherever I want it down here in the timeline, and I'm going to turn the audio back on so we can get the full effect. And then I'm working in my timeline with the yellow box around my timeline. I'm going to hit the space bar. And you can see, I'm going to turn this off real quick. You can see now she's not scratching her eye anymore.